People everywhere are starting to listen to him. He's going on French, British, Italian, Japanese television.
This is the Wide World of Weingarten.
Wide World of Weingarten, Tuesday, July 5th, almost noon here in Los Angeles. Just getting the week started a little late after Independence Day yesterday. Wanted to talk about some of the stuff I got to play around with this last week, and some of the bets I got to make, some of the futures. The FanDuel engine allows you to parlay MLB player futures, which is something I've theoretically, kind of played out before and thought about how to create value parlaying futures, but I've never really applied it because I don't have the ability to bet these theoretical markets. But I guess FanDuel and Kambi both allow you to parlay futures, so I tried it a little bit, and unfortunately I tried it a little too late to get some of the numbers I would have really enjoyed for a multiplier. For example, Yordan Alvarez's MVP odds went from 15 to 1 to 7.5 to 1. Julio Rodriguez is not much use as a multiplier at minus 240 or minus 260. He would have been much better at even money or plus 110, plus 105, or it could have done a whole lot of things, but can't really dwell on what could have been done. Instead, I'm working on what I got, what's available right now. So the first bet I made, I wanted to play some more Ohtani MVP, but I wanted to get some exposure to some of the other guys I like in different markets. So I parlayed Ohtani MVP with Shane McClanahan to win the Cy Young at plus 290, and Tony Gonsolin to win the Cy Young at 11 to 1. I want some more exposure to him. I think there's a certain point where Gonsolin's numbers are just so good that you have to, consider him for the Cy Young, even if he does pitch 150 innings or whatever. But I got 167 to 1 there. I think 167.48 actually at FanDuel. So that was my first bet with this whole parlay and futures. And then I wanted to bet somebody else to win the AL MVP that I think still has some value relative to the rest of the field, and that's Yordan Alvarez at 7.5 to 1. I'm slightly upset I missed that 15 to 1. Would have multiplied this out a lot better. But I think if you look at Yordan Alvarez's numbers and any sort of time frame, whether it be the last month or the last 2 months or whatever, it's pretty clear that Yordan Alvarez is the best hitter in the American League right now. No disrespect to Aaron Judge, who's playing on the team with the most wins in the American League and one of the largest fan bases. But Aaron Judge is coming in second to Yordan Alvarez in terms of everything but home runs. And I just played around with the numbers, and since May 1st, if you want to just compare, they both have 61 hits. Judge has 50 runs compared to 39 for Yordan, and 23 home runs to 18 home runs, whatever. 46 RBIs to 45, 5 stolen bases to 0. Yordan's walking slightly more, 13.7% to 12.2 for Judge. 18.1% strikeout rate for Yordan compared to 24.7 for Judge. This is all since May 1st, by the way. Where it really starts to differ, the slash numbers, the batting average, it's 321 to 279, 420 to 362 OPS, 663 to 626 for slugging. So Yordan's ahead there. He's also got a 207 WRC plus to Judge's 172 plus. So other than the home runs, it's, if you really want to nitpick, I guess 11 runs is also a difference, but that's not really big deal to me. I think everything across the board tells me Yordan is a better hitter. Probably if we park adjusted those numbers, they'd be a little closer as well. But I wanted to bet some more on him for MVP. I got him at 60-1 earlier this year, so I used that 7.5-1, and I parlayed him with Shohei Ohtani to win the Cy Young. I think he's like 10-1 or 11-1 at FanDuel right now. Got that to 101-1. I wanted some more exposure to Ohtani to win the Cy Young. If there's some arguments to be made at the end of the season that Ohtani is not the MVP, or there is voter fatigue, which I'm not a serious believer in. I do believe it exists, but I don't think it's an issue here at the moment. But if there's some sort of scenario where Ohtani gets close to 200 strikeouts and he's one of the best pitchers in the American League, and somehow somebody else, whether it's Jordan or Aaron Judge or who knows, but just any reason why Ohtani does not win the MVP, but he's still the best pitcher in the American League, I think Jordan, coming off this Player of the Month and this 4th of July walk-off home run, his first career walk-off, is in a good position to continue to do what I think he can do. And I've always thought he could be one of the best power hitters in baseball. So let's see if he could win the MVP. And I'm not saying I want him to win the MVP. Obviously, I want Ohtani to win the MVP, but I can get 101-1 here on Jordan and Ohtani to win the Cy Young. I took a shot on that. And just sort of for sort of how you see the odds when you add other players. If you add Julio, which I'm kind of interested in doing, I haven't done it yet, but Julio would make the same parlay 137-1. It's a 3-teamer. If you add Michael Harris, for example, make it a 4-teamer, it becomes 621-1 or 621-92-1. It's pretty big. You can kind of play around with 3 or 4 different markets, and if you're very very convinced about a guy, you can kind of price something out that pays a lot of money for a little bang here. I think there's some interesting combinations. Really, I could spend hours and hours trying to price stuff out, but I try to keep it tight because I know how quickly you can end up, blasting a bunch of money on these things. So that was just something that I kind of came by this weekend. And so, hopefully I'll have a couple more chances to bet parlays like that later this season when the races sort of tighten some more, and get better ideas of who can win and who can't. But yeah, still a lot of guys alive in a bunch of these races. Rookie of the Year, Cy Young. It's not going to be settled anytime soon, except maybe the Julio Rodriguez AL Rookie of the Year. I'm not going to declare him the winner. I never do declare winners early. I don't like to do that. I think I've seen too many upsets that I don't like. I don't like declaring somebody a winner before it actually happens. But I was talking about numbers since May 1st. You look at Julio Rodriguez since May 1st, 69 hits, 38 runs, 15 home runs, 37 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, so 26 total counting stats, not bad. 6.3% walk rate, pretty low, and the 24.1% strikeout rate, pretty high, but slightly lower than Judge's by 0.5%. Batting .297, 352 OBP, 560 slugging, 164 WRC plus. Obviously, guys like Jeremy Pena, Bobby Witt, even Adley Rutschman, Shane Baz, they're all doing great stuff and deserve to be in the picture. But Julio Rodriguez is playing like a superstar. He's way ahead of all of them. Unfortunately, now that he's minus 200, minus 240, even 1-3 at the Superbook, it's kind of hard to use him as a multiplier in any of these parlays. If you didn't get him now, it's a little too late. It's even too late really to get value on him to hit home runs every day. As when he was coming up, even for the first 2 months or however long it was, he's getting like 7.5-1, 7-1 home run every day. Dropped a little bit, dropped to like the 6-1s. Even as recently as yesterday, you can still get him 6-1. But 7 home runs last 14 games. I guess the secret is slowly getting out that he really is a superstar. And he's 350 today at DraftKings, 340 at FanDuel. That game starts in an hour. Unfortunately, won't be having any picks or anything on it because it starts too early to get out there. But yeah, he's batting leadoff. He's getting a lot of at bats, batting on the top of that lineup now. Should continue to produce. Unfortunately, probably not going to find some value on him on those individual player props now that he's being priced like a superstar. But that kind of gets into what I want to talk about next, which is home run props. Yes, no home run props. Took a look at these this weekend as well, DraftKings and FanDuel. I forgot how fun they could be. And one of the cool things about legalized betting in the last couple of years is the development and the depth of these markets. So, it's not uncommon to see every starter priced for yes, no home runs on these games now at DraftKings. That, this would have been unheard of several years ago or very severely limited in the availability. But now, I mean, just between FanDuel, DraftKings, you can bet $500 on each one of these every day, basically. So it's kind of cool. You can get a decent amount down. You can have some fun. Sort of what got me interested in this is I saw somebody I followed on Twitter was tweeting out, somebody who has a show, different show, was tweeting out their home run picks. And a lot of them were just like 2.5 to 1s plus 245, 280, 290. And I was like, you can't make money betting those every day, can you? Is my thinking wrong? Is the way I've been approaching these home run props all these years wrong? Like, 'cause just in my head, anything under like 3 to 1 is like insane. I would never bet that. So I was just looking at stuff, and they were good players. It was just, and there was nothing wrong with it. Like maybe they were just negative EV bets, sort of like playing the field in craps or something. You're 16 ways to win, 20 ways to lose sort of deal, betting these low odds home run props. But the guy was having fun, so I was like, all right, I gotta just check out these home run props, see if I can find some good numbers out there. So I don't anticipate giving out any 2.5 to 1s or 300 to 1s, and I do think these probably deserve to be bet for lower amounts of money than going out and betting $500 on each one of these every day right now. Because I mean, if you went out and this was easily, go over $5,000, $10,000 real quick if you're betting, each one of these for $500. So I was probably just gonna bet $100, maybe $200 on all of these to start. So at least I don't blow myself out of the water with a couple bad days. But here's some of the numbers I thought were compelling, and occasionally I'll tell you why. But yeah, so I just did DraftKings and FanDuel's because also there's so many books you could just spend hours and hours sifting through props. Frankly, it's not that much fun to me. But I did FanDuel, I did DraftKings, and I found a decent amount of home run props that I thought would be fun to play. So at FanDuel, these were the numbers I liked. I like Starling Marte, 4.5 to 1. Yadiel Hernandez on the Nationals, plus 630. O'Neal Cruz, Pirates, plus 560. Also Pirates. Jack Suwiniski, 5 to 1. So two guys on the Pirates. Yohan Moncada, I think he hit a home run yesterday, plus 540. The Royals' big first baseman designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino, just got called up from AAA. Was mashing the ball there, 5 to 1. And Diamondbacks, Pete Alonso Light, Christian Walker, plus 440. At DraftKings, I like Jesus Sanchez, 6 to 1 on the Marlins. Jonathan VR, plus 950. He got DFA'd by the Cubs, I think, claimed by the Angels, where he's now batting leadoff. I just think 950 for a leadoff hitter is way too much. Guy's gonna get 4 at bats probably. So if you like kind of deep value stuff, plus 950 there is interesting. It's not the best bet in the world, but it's gonna hit every once in a while. Wander Franco plus 650. Remember him? He's back. I don't know how he drifted out to plus 650. He'll be batting in the top of the Rays lineup. He's still Wander Franco. A little disrespectful to be seeing 6.5 to 1s on him, but that's where we're at. Yesterday's news. Wander. Michael Harris plus 850. He gets dinged a little bit because he's batting 9th in the Atlanta Braves lineup, but 850 is still way too high. Same Saya Suzuki plus 550. He's back off the injured list, and sort of, what have you done for me lately? Those 550s will probably not be around very much longer. He had an inside the park home run yesterday, and he's lurking in the Rookie of the Year race. Remember, he was a 3-1, 4-1 favorite. He was out. He was injured. I saw him drift up as high as 20, 25 to 1. I saw 16 to 1. I saw he's down to 9 to 1 at the Superbook now. So range of numbers out there. Think he could still probably contend for the Rookie of the Year. I hope he doesn't, because he would kind of sink my Michael Harris and O'Neal Cruz and Gorman and all the stuff. But it's a very competitive race. He's going to jump right back in it. I just hope he doesn't win, because I don't have anything on him except most home runs at like 400 to 1, but that's dead. And then there were some no's. The thing about DraftKings, so FanDuel deals a one-way market where it's yes only. DraftKings deals a yes no market, which is pretty cool because you can at least sift through the no's. And really, if you wanted to play these, you got a lot of money in DraftKings and you really wanted to gamble, you could bet a lot on the nose and probably do pretty well if you wanted to lay these no's every day. But what stood out to me, Aaron Judge, no, minus 320. Schwarber, no, minus 265. I mean, they should be higher. Like, yes should be higher than yes for Aaron Judge should be higher than plus 320, and yes for Kyle Schwarber should be way higher than plus 265. I mean, they're just saying, like, these guys are, they're going to hit home runs. They will hit home runs, but more often than not, you could easily lay minus 265 on a Schwarber no and minus 320 on a Judge no. I wouldn't go overboard laying those, but I would like to do that today. Those are some of the lowest numbers I've seen for daily home runs. And I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to having a market option to bet no on home runs like that pregame. So that's going to require some more paying attention to every day. But I was happy with all these guys home runs. So FanDuel, like I said, it was Starling Marte, Yadiel Hernandez, Cruz, and Suwinski on the Pirates. Yohan Moncada, Vinny Pasquantino, and Christian Walker at DraftKings. Sanchez, VR, Wander Franco, Michael Harris, Saya Suzuki, Judge, no, and Schwarber, no. That's all the home runs for today. And stay tuned. I'm gonna have a break real quick. Come back. I'll give you some more plays for Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Welcome back. Second half of the show. Just wanted to go through some plays for today real quick. Got two first innings that I like. Actually three, but you won't get to play the first one. It's the what do you call it? The Mariners first inning that starts at the top of the hour though before this is gonna be out. But after that, I got the Red Sox Rays, yes, minus 115. And I got the Angels, Marlins, yes, plus 123, 123. Pretty high number there for early in the day. I wonder if that's going to get back high. I could pop it again. But yeah, two first innings there today. Red Sox, yes. Angels, yes. Don't play Red Sox past minus 115. Angels, yes. I wouldn't play past plus 120. Plus 115, I guess, if you really had to get some action in today. Then on the game sides totals, I got two money lines I bet today. I bet the Guardians again, Guardians minus 152, and I bet the Orioles O's minus 110. Saw something, the O's have like the fourth best record over the last 2-3 weeks in the AL, behind the Yankees, the Astros, and I guess the Red Sox, which not totally surprising. Kind of expected them to be better than they've been this year, but they're not all the way back yet. I think we're probably still a year early. The thought earlier this year was probably 2 years early. Now it's probably 1 year early. But they look better. They look competitive. And they've been one of the things they haven't been in a long time, and that's bettable. So on Baltimore again today. I've been on Baltimore a lot lately. If you have FanDuel, make sure to check out some of those player parlays, especially if you're going to use Ohtani. Right now you're getting, you can use him as a 2.6 to 1 multiplier with anybody. If you like Goldschmidt, attach him to Goldschmidt. If you like Machado, attach him to Machado. If you like Michael Harris or O'Neal Cruz or Spencer Strider, Mackenzie Gore, any of them, you're going to get a huge price. You even, play him timed. Sorry, you can't. I was going to say you could tie him to the Cy Young, but they won't let you. I don't think they'll let you parlay him with himself to win Cy Young. So, sorry, that's out. But yeah, you can parlay him with all sorts of stuff, and you even parlay Aaron Judge with all sorts of stuff if you want to get funky like that. So take advantage of that option if you're serious in some of these futures markets. And I'll be back with more stuff later this week.